Hello mate, welcome to my channel. Today we're taking out the JF17. We are providing escort for some very large Chinese bombers, the H6J, which has been recently introduced, and this is going to be dropping an awful lot of ordnance on an enemy airfield. They're done with subtlety, they're going to absolutely level the place. It's all quiet at the minute there, but it's not going to stay that way. I was actually a bit heavy here with this takeoff, and I don't know if you can notice, I end up blowing out the back tyres because I didn't take off before I reached about 200 knots, which is the speed it seems that they tend to blow out. You join me back up amongst the bombers. We're going just about 306 knots, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to try and practice my formation flying. It's not the easiest thing in the world with the JF17. The throttle controls are very slow, so you're constantly back and forwards. It's not quite like the F18 where you can set it on auto throttle and happy days. Interestingly, I did find out you get wake disturbance. Just if you just see this now, just get there, just knocks the flight off slightly. I guess is that wing vortex coming off of the bomber in front, and again the other side. Just interesting that it was modelled, and yeah, really one of the things that you got to love about DCS. Just managed to get myself tucked up under the wing of the H6J, and I was just going to put myself in a position where you would take up if you were to try refueling. I've tried refueling in the JF17 a couple of times, and I found it really difficult in the F18. It's very difficult in the JF17, as I said, because of the throttles. It's just not the control isn't as instant as you would want it to be. It's also the nozzles off slightly to the right, and yeah, I just didn't have a great time with it. Maybe I'll put some hours in and get some practice on it. Also, I think this is an excellent time to point out how much concentration is required when flying in formation this close. Boom, a little screenshot there and it all goes to pieces. Just a moment's distraction and it's all over. We've just arrived over the target area and the bombers are dropping flares, as you can see, and we will be leaving them shortly. We'll just wait for them to drop their bombs and then we will head off anything that tries to intercept. And bombs away. That's an awful lot of ordnance about to arrive at that airfield. that certainly makes a statement. But we need to get back in the cockpit and check out any interceptors that are on the way. So I know I've got bogies off in front of me, and I do the classic thing I always do, which is get them in a lock, seeing how far away they are, and panicked and just fired at them, rather than taking stock of what's actually happening at the situation around me. Ideally, I would have liked to have got a dual track on two of the bogies, and yeah, I panicked. Now I've got a missile threat warning, so I'm just diving for cover, trying to evade, and I'm just going to lose total awareness of where everything is and what's happening. Another thing now, I've just realised I've still got my tanks on, and whilst trying to pull out of a dive, I'm going to try and get rid of them. Not the best move. I really just need to work on lots of stuff, really, as far as my air-to-air goes. I think I'm going to do some practice on that, and just try and get some procedures in place, I think, more than anything. I lost where the fight was happening. I was too zoomed out with my HSD. That's my wingman, who's just gone down. He sounded like he was in trouble, and he'd gone down. Now, what I didn't know at the time was, obviously, having played it back through the TAC view, my first AIM 120 actually made the enemy aircraft go defensive, but he managed to dodge it. And he ended up taking out my wingman. So you joined me a bit later, and I'm heading back into the fight. When I programmed this mission, I had them attack the bombers, so it seemed they just completely ignored us. Maybe I should have changed the rules of engagement a little bit, but nevertheless, so I'm chasing after two F-18s now, and going to try and engage them. Now I wanted to change which pylon and which side the SD-10 was going to come off of, and yeah, I didn't go according to plan. I'm not entirely sure what I ended up doing. It seemed to think I had an extra fuel tank on there. Yeah, who knows. So I've got it in a dual track this time, and I fire off 1 and 2 SD-10s at about 20 miles range, 25,000 feet. Probably not ideal, probably a bit far out, to be fair. But yeah, I was hopeful at this point. So I got lock and tone, but I didn't want to take a high aspect shot particularly, so I wanted to try and get in a bit closer. This unfortunately allowed him to turn on me, so we're now going head to head. And again, I just panicked, and I think I just let one go, and yeah, it didn't track at all. Now I saw that splash in the sea and I thought, excellent, we've taken one out. But I didn't get confirmation text come up in the little box in the corner, so at this point I'm just confused.
Missile.
Ah, there he is. Well, that doesn't look good. Thanks for joining me. As you can see, I show you the good as well as the bad. If you liked it, give a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.